So, we got a new beer from Omnipollo. Omnipollo is a very interesting brewery. They are out in Europe, but they brew here for our market. And they have some really amazing stuff. This is a little nervous about this one, guys. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski, for the Roosh Brewski Review. And today, the beer I have for you is by the Omnipollo Brewing Company, or brewery. This is out of, I always forget where the hell they're out of. I think it's Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. But we have their Nebuchadnazzer in a black and white, but black topped can. I'm nervous. There's a reason why I'm nervous. I've had IPAs. This is an Imperial Ipa. I've had those before. I've had them at 8.5 and higher IBUs. At higher ABVs. But it's been a while since I've had something that's coming in, since there's no IBUs on the can, no IBUs on the website, but Untapped is showing it coming in at not 80, not 90, but a whopping 100 IBUs. I am very nervous. Even though I shouldn't be. I'm very nervous, blah, 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 blah. 100 IBUs, that's going to be big, boozy, and bitter. Let's do it. Let's crack it open, see what we got. It's a black can, black top can. I think that's kind of makes it the most scary thing, is that the whole top of the can is all black as well. But yeah, without further ado, we'll get the beer 101 pint glass. We got a fresh beer. Let's see what we got. Let's just bite this bullet. I'm going to pour like a little bit because I want to enjoy the rest, and it is 8.5%. I don't want to get absolutely smashed during the video. But looking at the beer, nice, slightly orange, goldenly colored, nice big, slightly tanned head as well. A few floaties going around there, but overall, very nice looking beer. As well outside, nice golden. Yeah, deeper gold, nice bit of head. Does that smell? It smells tropical. It does not smell boozy. Tropical aromas, pineapples, mangoes, grapefruit, burnt orange, candied orange. Give it a little shaky. Melon. Big tropical fruit, not super dank though. A little bit of resininess going on. Oh my god, I'm so scared. I really shouldn't be this scared. But we're gonna have a sip. Okay, not that bad. Not that bad at all. No, not at all. Where do I start? There is flavor. There's tropical flavor. Mango is definitely the one that really comes out most. You do get some citrusy, like orange, blood orange, grapefruit, a little bit of a citrus rind as well. A slight resininess to the beer. But on that first sip, it doesn't seem super boom. You know, it doesn't seem like it's an Imperial IPA. Then again, that was the first sip. So with that said, cheers everybody. Let's keep on drinking and let's see how mangled I get off of this beer. Yeah. You know what? It doesn't have that oomph that I was really thinking of. It doesn't really have too much of an oomph in general. It is almost like a sleeper beer. Even though it looks very ominous, it doesn't really have that. It has some tropical notes. You get, like I said, mangoes, citrus, orange, slight blood orange, candied orange, burnt orange, citrus rind, slight resininess. That seems like a lot of flavors to go through, but they're not out there. They're all seem to be muted over a blanket of something that just sets when the flavor should be here, they're more down here. Especially for the stats on this beer, it is very easy going, which is a really good thing if you're wanting to show off to your friends that you're drinking a high ABV, high IBU beer. This would definitely be the winner in that category. But if you're looking for something at that stature with a big, huge punch, kind of disappointing me, because I was really looking for a big punch. But if you're looking for something with those stats, but not that huge punch, slap, kick in the face, this is your friend. And it is a good beer. I'm enjoying it, but I do wish the flavors were a little bit more pronounced so far. Mouthfeel, I'd say a moderate mouthfeel. The one thing too is that the flavors do die off quite quickly. There's a little lingering sweetness, sort of like a dried mango, candied sweetness that I'm getting that just sort of stays and lingers a little bit for a few seconds. But yeah, I'm kind of bummed. I would expect these flavors to come out more of like a hazy IPA that's maybe sitting at like a 6.5%. Maybe a mid-50 IBUs. But something in this really rounds it out and gives it a much more, I guess, toned down bitterness than what it actually is. Then again, Untappd showing 100. I don't have any official IBU list, whether it be from the can or from the website. So I'm just going off with the information that is given to me, and Untappd seems to be a very trusted website. I've been using it for years, and a bunch of people have been using it for a long time as well. Interesting beer. Moving on to the very, very black can and the black top. I'm kind of in love with. It's like a jet black. See? Jet black. That is so cool. But yes, in the black and white striped can, we have a description that is nowhere to be found. Brewed the ABVs, 8.5 Imperial India Pale Ale, brewed and canned for Omnipollo in Toronto, Ontario, represented by Craft Brand Company, Toronto, Ontario. Production date, see bottom. And what kind of weirded me out was the production date was, it looks like it says 38/05/2015, which makes no sense at all. But from just, deducing, it's probably the 28th of September 2019, and I say that because on the sticker at the LCBO it said Omnipollo 2019, or not Omnipollo, Omnipollo Nebuchadnazzer. I don't know the language, so I butcher the names of the Omnipollo beers, and I am so sorry about that, but I can't help it. I know my English. But yeah, date code is there, clearly labeled-ish in a sense. You can read it, but you gotta sort of put your brain into work and figure out where the stamps didn't stamp properly on the bottom of the can, so it's there, it's fine. I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it slide. But yeah, interesting beer. One thing to note though, is that since it's easier to drink than what is, I guess, advertised, is that it can be a big danger. It can be a big danger indeed. Because if you're slamming back this, you're not really paying attention of the ABVs or the IBUs of this beer. Well, more so the ABVs, it's gonna punch you in the face in the alcohol department, and then you're gonna be on the floor in a toilet side of the road. Danger. Danger, guys. Drink with caution, but drink with enjoyability and open-mindedness. Moving on to the website, omnipollo.com. You go to the website and you click the weird sort of psychedelic round thing, and then it shows you a store ranging from beers to apparel to glassware to just about anything. But eventually you do find the Nebuchadnezzar is the name I'm giving it. But we are going to read through what they have. Neb is a homebrew recipe that has been scaled up with no consideration to economics of scale. Say some idiotic and some economists, I would have to agree. Awards, gold medal, and best of show at the Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Festival 2012. Shows a few other ones. Best Swedish Beer 2012 according to Oil. I don't know, guys. You can just check those out on your own time. But also, I see on the list of 30 great IPAs to drink before you die. Cheers. Now, it is a solid IPA. But the flavor in there is not what... It doesn't have that oomph. It's not giving me what I want. So, damn. Cans, you can buy it in the $3.30 apparently, but we have the $4.73 special ones because we're Canadian. We always have the tall boys. Imperial IPA, 8.5% ABV, brewed at, I'm not even going to read that, but it's brewed in Belgium, also I guess in Toronto, and it's €3.70 euro. €3.70 or 70 whatever their thing is. Artwork by Carl Graydon. Very nice. Kind of everything that's about the beer. No real big description. No IBUs. No malt, hops, and yeast. No, it's a boring black and white. No real pictures. There's one big picture of the can. Bland. It's clean, but it's bland of a website. If you're in Canada and if you're in Ontario and you want to go pick this beer up at the LCBO, you're going to be shelling out $4.50. My opinion so far, if it's one of the beers, if it's one of the 30 IPAs, that you need to drink before you die, I say get it and try it. Personally, not one I would get again, and kind of slightly disappointed. I'm going to pour a little bit more up. See if anything changes, but I was so excited. I was so excited because Omnipollo does good stuff. I forget what it was, but it was like it was a stout. It was an imperial stout, but with chocolate and weird biscuity flavors and stuff, and it was just, that one got me. That's a review I did months and months ago. That was amazing. This one, not really my thing. But finally, moving over to Untapped, the Nebuchadnezzar Imperial IPA has been given a 3.95 bottle caps out of 5. And that's out of, holy shit, just under 83,000 ratings. Overall, it is a big, boozy, double Imperial IPA. The 100 IBUs I don't really buy, but then again they must have added some sort of malt or other ingredients that sort of rounded out that bitterness, which I do appreciate. But the flavors in here, they're good, but they feel like they're under a blanket of something that sort of mellows them out. And almost in a way sort of, I guess, hides them, in my opinion, from their true strength. I don't know. I really don't know, but I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this beer. With that said, cheers on the final sip, guys. Let's get ready to ratings and wrap this thing up. Also, I'm getting a buzz on, so it's probably a good time. Omnipollo Brewing Company. Nebuchadnezzar Imperial IPA. Not what I was expecting. Thankfully not super as bitter as I was expecting, but when you rounded out the bitterness, it seemed to have mellowed out the flavors. And it's leaving me sort of a weird savory umami finish, which I'm not a big fan of in IPAs. So overall, it gets a solid 7 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, I'm absolutely in love with the almost all black can. The bottom isn't coated in black, but the top is. And I have no idea why, but that top in black is something I need to do on a beer. Because that just looks so fucking ominous. I love it. It's a gloss black and it gives my eyes orgasms. Just how black that is. I have no idea why, but it does. As for information though, your ABV and you have where it's brewed. No other information here. There is a weird kind of description-ish, not really, of, I guess, the beer, but no real description of the beer, if you know what I mean. You list your awards, which is great. I'm happy that it's one of the 30 great IPAs to drink before you die. Interesting, so now I can die happy, at least 1/30th of it. Presentation, other than looking really fucking awesome, the rest is kind of lackluster and not really informative. So, presentation gets a solid 4 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments or questions or beers you want to review in the future, you leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Maple it'd be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Maple. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Black as night, but golden in the glass. I'm spilling, and that's kinda shitty. Because even if I don't like a beer, I'm gonna drink it unless it's undrinkable. And that's all we gotta do to get by. Cheers.